Hi. Good morning. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. My name is Cynthia. Oops, I got stuff under here I'm bumping into. It's always something in this little space. I am often pressed to like set up, break down for little projects that I want to do, because this is really the main space. The rest of the space on the other side of the partition is just a bed, so I've got a small space to work with for my creative projects, but that's good. I've got a space to work with, so that's a good thing. And I'm so sad my little string of battery operated lights behind me went out, so I've got to see if it's just the batteries or what. It didn't really give any notice. Usually when the batteries are going dead, the lights get dimmer, and I don't know what's going on. So I miss my little sparkling lights in the background. I'll have to get some more. And today I wanted to come on here and do a love reading for us. And this morning as I got up and was kind of getting ready to do a love reading, and thinking about how I wanted to set up and what I was gonna do in addition to the reading for the day, Tina Turner kept coming to mind, and I'm gonna probably make a fool of myself if I try to sing a Tina Turner song. She's such a powerhouse, but I just kept hearing, "What's love got to do with it?" And when that video came out, and just what a huge comeback that era was for her, and so the theme of comeback in love might have something of significance for you, making a comeback. It could even be a comeback like Return of the Mac, like, hey, you didn't expect to see me like this here, putting shit to rights or whatever, but you know, there's something about those kinds of soulful songs that came up for this ahead of this layout. So those songs might have some kind of meaning for you, either Return of the Mac or any Tina Turner song, right? So for love today, I'm going to start off by pulling a few Hidden Truth oracles to set the tone. I'm enjoying that. I'm typically a reader who starts with tarot and then expands from there. And I'm kind of trying out doing something different just to keep it interesting for myself and to mix up my layout styles. So who and what is going to be important for us to know about for this love reading? What's the theme for us for love right now? We just had a new moon. I was in a great state of mind at one point during the new moon energy, and then in another point I was like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay low and rest. And so that's what I did. I didn't do any extra readings over the weekend. I just laid low. Working on my stealth plans that I make in silence, right? How about for love for us today? I'm going to pull 4 cards. I hope you're well out there, feeling safe and secure where you are on the planet. Okay, so this is a mixed message here. So you might be feeling that you're getting mixed messages in love right now, or that you can't really tell what's going on with your person or where they're coming from. It's kind of, they may be confused as well. It's coming out here. The very first card says, I'm not available. So there's something that making them feel not available to you or to this connection. They love you though, or they're definitely interested. They want to be more than friends. That's maybe a little bit of a stretch towards I love you. But they're interested. They're definitely attracted, especially because the next card is I replay our conversations over and over. And then also, I wish I could share my good news with you. So that's sort of an interesting dynamic. It sounds like they don't feel available to you, but they also feel like they have good news that feels relevant to you, or that they wish to share with you. And that could be just because they like you, they like your takes, they feel they can trust you. That's kind of coming through. They feel an affinity for you, like that they trust you or that they respect you. This is maybe some events happening in their life that they wish they could share with you because they know you're someone that would appreciate it or that would be cheering them on or happy for them. But there's something that's, you know, there's like a lance of sorrow running through this, which is that they're not available. So now we'll go ahead and pull some cards here. So what does this mean? Like, what should you understand about this? Is that going to change? Where is the energy headed and why are they not available? Let's get into it and let's tap into that. What's happening? They clearly can't get you off their mind and they're definitely attracted to you. They're going over and over things in their mind, like it said, remembering discussions you've had. That's probably in part why they wish they could share this news with you, is because feel that they've had great conversations with you in the past. But there's definitely something making them unavailable here, in spite of their feelings. So what is that? And is that going to change? What do we need to know? What else? Why is this coming out? The Six of Cups. So there's definitely a history with this person. The Six of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So this is somebody that you have known for a while. You've got history with. You've been thinking back on. And it's definitely with affection, or they have been, right? You have affection for them and vice versa. There's a current of gentle, almost like inner child love and past relationship connection running between the two of you. Oops, move this stuff out of the way here. Okay, so this is encouraging. So if this is somebody that you would like to be with and you're kind of hoping is, and I'm assuming that's the case because, well, not all love readings are like that. Sometimes you need a love reading because you're trying to figure out how to get over someone or move on after a heartbreak. So I don't want to rule those types of love readings out. But this looks like a love reading that has hope for you. If you want to feel some encouraging news about this relationship, this spread has it. So the cornerstone card is the Nine of Cups. So something is very joyous here, which is why this person's wanting to tell you their good news. I have a feeling that it's that they're ending something or they're walking away from a situation that hasn't been good for them. Like maybe this might have something to do with an addiction here. Sometimes the Nine of Cups and a card saying something like I'm not available and a walking away, sorrowful, kind of conflicted energy could be something like this person had an addiction and you came into their life at a time when they weren't really ready to show up for anyone. And that's why this card is coming through, that they're not available, because they were maybe burning the candle at both ends, living kind of fast and loose and hard and, you know, like a player maybe or something. I'm not really sure. But there's some pain connected to that, with this Five of Swords here in the foundation, as well as the Eight of Cups in the strength position of walking away. So this is a lot of joy, but it could have been joy that had something problematic around it, like an addiction, like we said. Regardless, though, this person is making a new beginning, or they're wanting to make a new start, but they've got some conflict here with another party. This is just a third-party triangle. This is a triangle shape, so it's interesting to see also that there's a 3 in this corner and a 9 in this corner. So it's definitely reflecting that there's been a triangle here and there have been other parties involved, and it's created the tension of the Five of Swords. There's been conflict for you, absolutely. You also may have walked away at some point and were like, I'm never going to get my needs met being put in a competition with someone else, so I'm going to bounce. I'm not going to participate in something like that. And what's interesting and what I'm noticing as I'm speaking to you is that it keeps moving in and out of who is actually represented in the layout, whether it's you or whether it's the other person. So that indicates to me that this is a really closely closely energetically aligned relationship, which is why this person has been running it through their mind so much, why they have kind of tapped into their passion right now and thinking about you heavily. This might be why you wanted a reading or manifested this reading, is because you sense this, but you're not sure what the hell is going on and you're in a state of confusion. A lot of this is just kind of coming through here. But this is a new beginning blocked by a conflict with a third party. So I think that that's what this person wishes they could tell you, is that they're trying to end a cycle in their life but it's not ended yet, or there's still stuff in the way, right? There's something that is creating an obstacle here. The reason I say that this Three of Cups is an obstacle is because it's right next to a Five of Swords. So it's not a joyful, you know, happy group of loving relationships. It's indicating a love triangle here, especially because your vulnerability position is the Five of Cups. So you recognized at some point that you needed to walk away, that this person wasn't available. It's not news to you. You became aware this person's not available. I'm not going to be put in a competition. I'm not going to be a part of a triangle. I want more for myself. And so the strength for you is walking away to create a new world for yourself where you are cherished, where you are loved and respected, and where someone can come to you from a healed, ready place. That's what you are after, and that's where your focus is. And you are using, even though there's sorrow of the Three of Spilled Cups here from the triangle that you've been sort of put through or subjected yourself to, however you want to look at it, right? Because we create our own realities as well. You're not just a victim here. But you recognized, I need to rise above this. I need to keep my head high. I need to keep my dignity, and I need to focus on the two cups that are still standing, whether it's between you and this person or just your own joy, right? You, in spite of your vulnerability, you're like, I know what I want. I know what I'm good for, and I know what I deserve. Like, I'm solid where I am. It's everybody else that's confused, right? That kind of came through. Like, why? I'm not even going to bother myself about this confusing triangle because it's not my problem. This isn't mine to manage. I know where I'm at. I know where I stand. I know I've been honest. I know I've communicated. I know my new world is coming. This mess was not for you, and you walked away. That's a strength. But what I feel like is happening now is that this other person is also walking away and perhaps leaving this triangle or addictive process, whatever it is, in the past that was making them unavailable. How you feel about that is totally up to you. You are in a position of like, I don't have to do anything here because I'm solid in my position. The shadow side of you still wants this king, though. He's showing up here as a King of Wands, I think. Let me put my glasses on. King of Swords. So this King of Swords, even though there's been a sword aspect to the attraction and to the relationship, a King of Swords can be perceived as cold or indifferent. He's also pretty wise and discerning. And so this is that I'm not available. A King of Swords is somebody who would be straight up about that. They would be honest with you. They wouldn't lie, even though it's hard medicine to take, right? So something in your shadow still wants to connect with him. That's what's happening for you. And that might be where these two cups still remaining. You maybe have kept the door cracked for this person in some way, right? And what you know in your conscious mind is that you still have some hope for the relationship as well. So this person also has good news, but they very much are aware that they've maybe screwed things up here or just weren't ready. There's not necessarily a malicious energy here. A King of Swords isn't a malicious king. He's just very straightforward and very honest. So one of the things that I'm sensing is that you're aware that this person didn't lie to you. You're aware that this person was honest from jump, that they're not available or about their circumstances, whatever. You still got burned here for some reason, but you've already collected yourself and dusted yourself off and gotten up and moved on to create your new world. Whether it was going to be with this person or without, you move forward from a place of wisdom and hurt. It's not an easy experience, a 5 of Cups and an 8 of Cups. It's very sorrowful heart energy. What's love got to do with it? That song just came through. Like maybe you felt like, I really love this person, but they went in a different direction that wasn't love-based or something, because that's a sorrowful song, right? That's a song that's like all the things that can get in love or get in the way of love and relationships. And I'm not sure if she wrote that song, but that's definitely, to me, when I hear that song and I know Tina Turner's story, that's about her and Ike, right? Like how love wasn't anything to do with how Ike Turner treated Tina Turner, right? And yet a lot of people still wanted to kind of look the other way, including recently when he kind of had this resurgence of popularity with bands like the Black Keys and stuff. And not that there's, I mean, he's a musician, whatever, he's a human being. He gets to go on existing and making his art. But it's also like, I wonder what the Black Keys told themselves to make music with Ike Turner, right? How did they make their peace with that? Did they decide, oh, who cares what Tina Turner went through? Or were they like, oh no, he's learned and grown? That's just an idea that came through too. Something about hypocritical. Like a King of Swords isn't hypocritical. They're honest about where they've come from and what's going on for them. So that's something that I'm kind of sensing you respect about them, even though you really got hurt here. You're on your way to a new beginning. And there's healing taking place. And the senses that I'm having is that there's going to be healing in this relationship with this king if you're open to it and you want it. So let's find that out. Let's find out here some more details. What else should you know about the dynamic here? What's going on? Is it safe to kind of, I mean, is there going to be some movement here or what, you know? I'm not available is in the present tense, and this triangle is still in play here. So there's still some conflict blocking a new beginning with this person for some reason. What else can we know about it? What is the problem here, or what is the obstacle? Something's about to happen. So there's about to be a major shift, because the first card I pulled when I said, what's going on now? What's the obstacle, if anything? There's a tower moment. This is a lightning strike. A thunder rolls. My card that I made says also that it's a Garth Brooks moment. That's my little Garth Brooks moment. That's my little play on tower moment, because these are Garth Brooks lyrics, right? So something's about to shift majorly. It might be that this person's going to share their good news. They want to share their good news. That came through. What's important for you to also do is cleanse your energy right now. So keep your energy clear and optimistic and focused on your own goals. That's all you need to do and worry about and think about while this shocking thing comes into being. Whatever it is, you can trust it. So it's a positive direction towards the healing of this relationship. I have a sense that I'm not available. Let's see about that. Is that still true? Can we clarify that I'm not available? Is that still a reality or what? What's the deal with I'm not available? Something surprising is about to happen, so know that. That's good, probably welcome news for you, maybe after some of this sorrowful walking away and having to make the best out of your circumstances. What is it about this I'm not available? What is that about? Get your house in order, cleanse your space, and clear out clutter. So this person is healing from this triangle relationship. They're not available because they're cleaning up the mess that happened from this love triangle. So that might be temporary though, because there's also been some success and healing energy present, which is there's good news. You're going to be able to trust the opportunity to heal with this person. It's not something that you're being warned about. It's something that you can trust. If you're open to it though, you have free will. If this is already a closed chapter for you, that's great. You can move on and have grown from it. I sense that it's not a closed chapter for you though. I sense that you're open to this as long as this person kind of comes buttoned up and correct and not all over the place. But this is King of Swords. He's showing up as a King of Swords. So this person, whether they're man or woman or non-binary, it doesn't matter. This is the energy that they're in, which is a sovereign master of the air element, of the mind and of logic and of reason. They're in touch with their reason. They understand that they have more cleaning up to do from this experience. Anything else I should know? Or we should know? From chaos to order. So yeah, this confusion of this 5 and the triangle and all that is evening out, and that's why they're excited. They want to tell you about it or let you in on it. So let's pull some future energy cards. How about for this temperance energy? What is going to be the quality of the temperance here? It's spiritual alchemy. It's like a healing experience for both parties is where the energy is going. What is the quality of the temperance energy here? So this clearing the energy is this person cleaning up from something that went down is the sense I have. But what about healing here? What about this temperance energy? Strength at the bottom of the deck. This card is really potent, and this is one of those cards that the other day I was describing and my language was all messed up in another reading, and when I watched it back I was like, am I needing a cognitive assessment? Like, am I having some kind of cognition failure? Because my language was, it's not aphasia. Is that aphasia? What is it, where you're mixing words up? I should know. I'm a social worker. I'm a clinical social worker. I should know that term, but it's eluding me right now, much like... So when I was describing this card the other day, I was saying it's a mouse and a rat. Well, it's not. It's a snake and a rat. So it's them sort of alchemized that enemy state or that prey-predator state of a snake and a rat into a healing energy. The strength card is a beautiful complement to the temperance card. It means both of you are willing to subliminate your impulsive or your mean or your swords. You're both willing to do the work, to be strong and rise above that kind of stuff and heal. That's beautiful. What else? Page of Wands, good news coming in. The good news, this person wants to tell you their good news. They're going to take the step to come to you and tell you the good news. God damn, this is cool. This king, okay. This is a great reading for someone. Congratulations, because I have the sense that you want this. You're ready. You've done your work. You know your truth. Well, this person's caught up. They've caught on to this, or they've caught up. They realized you were worth fighting for, or the relationship or connection was worth fighting for. They're going to come towards you with some good news about that. And they're coming to you like an emperor. This King of Swords is coming to you like an emperor. You can trust this. Things are going from chaos to order. There's a lot of major arcana here as well with the star card. So you don't need to do anything. This is coming for you. This is a great love reading for someone. 6 of Wands, you're going to successfully begin healing together and moving forward in creative endeavors together in a healing way. So it's going to challenge you at times because of that strength card, but in the right ways, like the ways that you catalyze one another towards bigger and better. Not challenges of petty games and jealousy and triangles and stuff like that. That's of the past. That is not in the future. In the future is cooperation, sovereignty, regality, major arcana energy, and good news. So I really want to congratulate you. What else should you know? Anything else? I'm going to pull some Lenormand here. What else should you know about this? I was prepared to dig in and do kind of a deep dive and a longer reading, but this is wrapping up so nicely and so tidily. Like, the message is really clear. That what's love got to do with it and Return of the Mac, I think those are sorrows and challenges of the past that are healing out. Those kinds of wounds are being healed as you go into the future with this person. There was some trickery and some blocks that were clouding this person's vision, but their luck is changing. That must be the good news also. And loyalty, luck and loyalty are what's coming for you. This is a nice, after a period of trickery, blocks and confusion. This person might have been tricked themselves, or you felt tricked by the person. This trickster energy is present, but it was blocking this person's clarity, or both your clarity. That's why clearing the energy is going to continue to be important for you and this person. Do energy clearing. Burn sage. Go sit in a hedgerow of thorns. Do something that like cleanses your energy body, because it's going to help usher in the healing and the good news and help you maintain a strong, regal approach to the relationship and not, you know, descend back into like game playing. You're not going to do that. Yeah, it's moving into a place of luck and loyalty in this relationship. It's really beautiful. What about an animal spirit that can help you while this is ongoing? What should you be doing? What kind of energy will be helpful for you to either emulate or be in from the animal kingdom? How can you approach this healing energy, and what will be helpful for you to know hearing this reading? Some animal guides that can help with the energy for you. Goat. So there's the goat. That's a song, actually. There's kind of a contemporary like R&B pop hit. Well, that's a super common term. So the goat, but also let's talk about the literal goat. Quick-witted, independent, initiative, opportunistic, stable, affluent, ambitious, and acquiring. Really beautiful. So I think this person's kind of in that energy. Like they're stable, they're ready to move towards you. They're affluent, possibly, I don't know. They're quick-witted. Horse, which is really awesome. A white horse has been an image that's come up again and again for me in the last few years, and same with a friend of mine. We've shared that kind of, whatever it represents, it's been a guide in both our lives. Peace, gregariousness, progress, instinctiveness, responsiveness, spirit, freedom, stamina, vitality, recklessness. So this might be literal. Like this King of Swords is coming back to you on a white horse, right? That can be literal in goat energy. And beaver, be diligent, self-sufficient, patient, motivated, be open to progress, structure, ingenuity, and experience. So this is you just celebrating your own glory, celebrating this return of this white horse, being willing to keep doing your own work like a beaver would, right? This is really beautiful and cool energy. Beaver also, for whatever reason, like I remember one time, like I have really prominent two front teeth, and I never really noticed it until one day. I remember in like grade school, we were talking about features of each other, like girls, which were picking apart our appearances as part of growing up as a girl. And my girlfriend said something about like, I don't know, you kind of have buck teeth. And it's not really buck teeth, but they're huge. And so for whatever reason, like whenever I get the beaver card, I kind of chuckle to myself about my teeth that are kind of like a beaver's teeth, right? They're very big front teeth. And I at one time had braces growing up. My dad paid for my braces and I had the whole works. I had headgear, braces, a retainer, all of that. But I didn't wear my retainer after I got my braces off. And so it's almost like I never had the braces. My teeth just went right back to, I'm sure my dad, if he knew that, would have been not very pleased. But if you have had braces, you know how unpleasant it is. It is a very unpleasant experience. But I was lucky enough to even have the option of braces. Sometimes I felt like my orthodontist was sadistic though. Like when I first got my braces put on is not a good memory. It was so fucking painful that I really could not function. Like I think they were put on too tight. Like I couldn't even let anything touch my teeth. They were so sensitive. I don't know why that's coming up. I have no clue. Anyways, I don't know how I got on talking about braces. I guess the beaver card. And of course, there are other body parts of beavers that are linked to women as well, right? All right, I will see you in the next one, and thank you for being here. Please subscribe if you like my work.